Okay, so I'm gonna get into this in just a little bit. It's gonna be kind of a special one, I think. Anyway, sort of. Um, anyway, don't mind all that stuff. I'm getting ready to do. I'm also getting ready for a type of prepping video. My mylar bags and all that with the kind of food I'm gonna want to put aside. Some of them are done, and I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do film myself doing others, just getting them ready and all that, and then dropping the oxygen absorbers just to help save time, and that way you guys can see them getting like compacted as time goes on and stuff like that. And why I'm getting one of some of the ones that I'm getting. So I'm gonna have to do bullet points. I was, I'm honestly way too ADD for scripts. And Momocon, up yours because the whole I groped someone because I'm ADD. No, it doesn't work like that. There's actually one guy. I wish I could find it again. He did a great job on it, and it is for anyone who knows an idea of anxiety. Basically, I don't have that, but it's kind of like you see someone who's something's bothering them. You want to go ask them, but then it's like, well, like, oh, am I going to make them mad by me approaching them? Or are they going to take that anger out on me? Or then it turns into, well, maybe I should leave them alone. Then it turns out, oh, wait, are they going to be mad at me for seeing that they're in trouble and needing help? And then are they going to be mad at me or something like that? It's kind of like that. It's kind of a double edged sword kind of deal. It kind of, well, I don't know about that. But yeah, I'm gonna, so as you can see, my thoughts are kind of cluttered here. But I don't quite know how to explain it. That guy did a fantastic job. Everything he was saying, I was like, oh, it made sense to me. Um, but that's also one of the reasons why I talk fast. People who have ADHD, from when I had to, because honestly, I had to look up. I know I was diagnosed with it as a kid, but I didn't know which one. It was so long. Um, but the reason why bullet points is because I've had people tell me they like the fact that I don't have a script because it is my raw thoughts. It is just, this is my opinion. Here it is. They know I'm not making it up. Basically, they know it was just. One guy even said he likes seeing like the processing of the information of it. So I do want to kind of stay true to that, even though it may not be that many people. But I at least want to try and give both sides something. I want to give it more structure, but at the same time, I want to at least keep it where it's as honest as I can make it as possible. Uh, I'm only saying that because I don't want to be like Onion Boy who calls himself the most honest person on YouTube or whatever. Anyway, uh, all that stuff is just for I'm getting another video ready on prepping and all that, just for food stuff and just to help save time. I'm getting some ready. So all I gotta do is drop the oxygen absorbers, and while I'm doing mine, you can actually watch the other ones as they kind of like shrink down and compress and all that as the oxygen gets eaten out. Um, and I'll be obviously making some right in front of y'all, and I'll be explaining what I got, why I got it, stuff like that. Anyway, so let me get on to the main topic here because this is awesome. I loved it. I saw people covering it, and I want to throw in my 2 cents on it too. It's probably not gonna be much different than them, but still. Buffy the Vampire Slayer getting a reboot. They're putting a black female character. Now, I love this. The Mary Sue is even like talking about how where is it? Has grown Sarah whatever. Known as Black. Oh, okay, so here we go. Buffy the Vampire Slayer is played by Sarah Michelle Gellar. Really, it was I would say the original would be, or the first one would be the one for the movie, which I saw part of it one time a long time ago. Anyway, was a rebooted character herself. Oh, okay, approved upon the 1992 film that starred Christy Swanson. I mean, I don't see how that chick was bad at it. The movie was okay. I mean, it was obviously a movie of its time. And over the course of 7 seasons, that version of Buffy was the one people have connected with, and out of whom this huge fandom has grown. Sarah Michelle Gellar is Buffy. Any African American actress who enters this role is forever going to be known as Black Buffy. And that's something I find frustrating. That's funny because I could have sworn people made a similar argument with Ghostbusters. When it was they're going to be known as a female Ghostbusters. That's the insult to the movie. At least bring back the old cast as much as you can and have them pass the torch. New people, same universe if you want. People wouldn't mind. I mean, look at the TV show, the new Ghostbusters, where they passed off to a couple of kids. It was who Janine who would go out, some goth chick, a kid in a wheelchair. Nobody had a problem with that. I mean, it wasn't as popular as the original, but I mean, as what is it, the real Ghostbusters? But still, it was still a fairly popular show, and people I see people to this day talk about that show. Go look up. You can probably look it up and see comments. I know they brought it to Crackle because people wanted to see it. At least was it Crackle? Yeah, I think it was Crackle. At least for a little bit. I would remiss if I didn't. If I didn't note that yes, Monica Owosu Brain is a black woman that will be the showrunner of the project. If it does happen, I'm excited for that because getting a black female showrunner is a rare opportunity no matter the circumstance. So if you have anything positive, say off the bat, it's that I'm glad. Oh, I can't say that. Has this job? I'm sure she would be great at it, but my problem is that Buffy is never going to belong to her. Having a black showrunner casting a black actress will not give. See, it's blackwashing ownership to this series, to this new incarnation. Yeah, I can't talk. Sorry, guys. It's like 5 in the morning. Incarnation from the very beginning. It will be held to unreasonably high standards and will be compared to the terms of writing, acting, etc. Again, Ghostbusters. The original, if this show doesn't go on to the last 7 seasons, it'll just be looked at as a failed attempt to update a popular series. All the flaws will be on its own. If anything, and anything good will be attributed to a Wheaton's influence. That's why I wish ultimately that this and even upcoming Charm series were original concepts and not hopping on top of existing franchises in order to make them work. Black and non-white creators have their own vampire series that could be up to the adaptation. There's L.A. Banks with Vampire Huntress Legend, Octavia Butler's if it loses age issues. Oh, okay, whatever. Okay, something which is about bisexual vampires from 1850s. I honestly can't. This is also people's argument with Mad Max. This is actually my argument. Don't get me wrong. Mad Max Fury Road was a good movie. It started off kind of meh, like any movie, I guess, like that. And then it was a good action movie. The fact that it didn't have as that the guys were actually jumping from car to car and all that was something that was really good. There was more green screen than people would really what people thought there were, but in itself, it was a good movie. And yeah, I didn't have that much green. There was a few things that didn't make sense, like the whole blood donation thing or whatever, and oh, the fact that the guy was even though he was the villain, he was rationing out water. And instead, what do they do at the end of it? They just go over there and release the pumps, basically letting out all the water supply. So yeah, those people are going to be happy for like maybe that day, but then once that water evaporates and there's nothing left, then what? What are they going to do? They're going to do like the dinosaurs, or they're going to go find a volcano, put like all the gunpowder they can, they set it up to create big puffy clouds and hope rain comes. I mean, look at Ocean's 8, the same thing. It was well, at least that was more the same universe, but different. It was the same. It was characters, but in the same universe. So I don't know, but people were saying the same thing. We don't want to see the same thing, but done with women. It's what the people were saying about Lord of the Flies. It's just if you're gonna do it, don't just sit there and praise it like that. But I love this right here. BuzzFeed News: the Buffy the Vampire Slayer reboot is in the works, and people have feelings. Oh, Angelica Jade, a friend with Anita Sarkeesian, actually. I'm livid. A black Buffy is a cool concept, or isn't a cool concept. It's insulting and lazy on so many levels. It's such a bad idea. No, the feminist Sarkeesian felt that original Buffy was one of a kind series, and no show with the same title could possibly equal it. Same thing. Same thing. Oh man. I mean, I'm going to show these exact same things, but it's more for something else. But I just scream no at the top of my lungs. Why? No, please, for the love of all that is good, please do not do this. I'd be there for the show based on the same universe and lore. Say, for instance, Found Frey, the comic, but Buffy comes from a very specific moment in media history, especially feminist media history. I'm afraid no matter how talented the folks involved are, it wouldn't live up to it. I don't know about that part. I guess I'll give it to him. I mean, there weren't. I imagine there weren't too many shows. No, it was Buffy, Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Well, I guess dark type movies with a strong female lead in a dark kind of environment. Okay, I guess at least that's one I can think of. But my cousin liked it. I tried watching it. Once they got into some weird demon vampire that was captured by the government and experimented on and turned into a cyborg or whatever the hell. Because I saw like a demon. It was like this half green, had vampire fangs and like a cyborg part. And I'm like, what the hell is that? And she was explaining like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. And there were people who were pissed by the whole idea of remaking a bluff feminist genre show from the 1990s, 2000s that used to air on WB. Okay, I really don't. You guys see what's going on here. And anyway, here we go. This is let me exit out of that part. But Anita Sarkeesian retweeted. So yes, they know each other. So does this mean that, she's self-loathing? Oh god, fucking picture of Beyonce, I swear. Why do they love Beyonce? Anyway, does this mean she's self-loathing? Does this mean that, a black woman doesn't want to see blackwashing of a white character, automatically hates black people? It's just like the argument I get into when I sit there. I don't want diversity for diversity's sake. I want to see a good story. Give me something good, like what they did with Teen Titans, where they turned, was it Black? No, not. I want to say Starfire. I can't remember the other one now. I can't think of her name now. Anyway, they turned one character black. They turned the other one all chubby. No, I think no. Starfire was yeah, Starfire was turned black, and I think the other one was turned chubby, like the goth girl. I can't think of her name. I don't know why. Like what? Why? Why? What's the point of this crap? I mean, honestly. And I love the whole thing with Scarlett Johansson on the rub and tug. A transsexual who was born into a woman turns into a man. You're telling me a woman couldn't play the beginning part and then maybe get some, I don't know, just pick some random trans person, like introducing this person, and then get a guy who kind of looks like that. Bam, here you go. Here's what they turn into after the transition. That way you could have introduced somebody into what could have maybe, I don't know how popular it would have been. It could have been all right, I guess. But Scarlett Johansson would have been able to pulled enough star power for that movie to get funded. They shoot themselves in the foot. But anyway, here's what I love. First, it came for Transformers, and I said nothing. Underrated tweet. I love it right here. A poem inspired by the internets. First, they came for Transformers, and I did not speak out because you were not a Transformers fan. When they came for the Star Wars, and you did not speak out because you were not a Star Wars fan. I like the way they got what's that one chick turned into a boyish chick too, or pretty much a little boy. Then they came for Ghostbusters, and you did not speak out because you were not a Ghostbusters fan. Now they come for Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and there is no one left to speak for you. This is true. I mean, oh my god, everything. When people like me were sitting there, stay out of games. Don't even play video games. There's a recording of you sitting there saying, "Oh, I don't like video games. They're gross." Blah blah blah. I like Angry Birds. You still spoke out on games. You were caught stealing footage. You were doing all kinds of crap. And now the very thing you created is coming back to bite you in the ass. It's coming back. Here it is. It's like in the book Jurassic Park, where God, I am bad with names. That old dude sitting there, he twists his ankle because Lex and Tim were playing with the speaker phone or whatever. They were playing with something in the visitor center and made like a T-Rex sound or a roar. He got scared. He fell down. He sprained his ankle, and keep in mind, he was kind of a chubby old guy. He wasn't going to be able to go through that. The compies come over, start biting him, and he can feel the toxin starting to make him like kind of pass out, and they're just coming and coming and coming. And he even said, in his mind, he's sitting there thinking like, "Here they come, all my little creations." That's basically what this is. You created something. You threw it out there. Life found a way. It is coming back now against you. It is. It's kind of like what kind of thing what people say about what the gun debate. It's an object. Does. It's not good or bad. You. I'm not even gonna sit here and call you a good or a bad person. I'm just saying you did what you thought was right, or you did something. You took an action. It was an action, and you created something. Good or bad, it's coming back for you now. The thing you put us through is happening to you. I hope they make Buffy a guy. Honestly, I would actually like to see Buffy turn into a black guy now, just because they should push that. There's never really happy. You're never really happy anyway. Why bother trying to please unpleasable? And this is true. When they did not No Man's Sky, damn. I remember there was a game they did, and same thing. They created a game. They had a transsexual chick or male to female, and feminists were mad because there wasn't enough diversity. There wasn't enough gay characters. Whenever there's a video game, oh, there's in what was it, The Witcher? Oh, there's not enough black people in this, Norwegian game. Was it Norwegian or Belgium game? Whatever. What? It's funny. I love it. It's like the same thing with I mean, it's like what they're doing. Again, it was fun. I love it. Cold historical accuracy only matters when it suits their narrative. You have to have a full-on Muslim character to play Aladdin. Otherwise, it's not historically accurate. But you can have women with a prosthetic arm in at the front lines of World War II. Oh, because it's just a game. Well, the other one's just a movie. But here we go. It's just a TV show, Anita. It is just a TV show. That is awesome. Uh, uh, oh yes, and I have a Twitter. I just created it because so I can comment on stuff and hashtag to whatever, so on, and hopefully, get some, maybe get a little bit out there. Like I said, I mean, I do kind of want to grow it, but I'm not gonna go all dickish and everything. First time I agree with you on something, I agree for in a sense, but no, I agree they shouldn't do it, but you don't have my sympathy at all. Entire cast African American and sugar. It's not for. I mean, come on, Anita, stop being racist, right? Are you just mad because they put a black character? Is that what it is? You don't like them blackwashing? Now I want to now I want it to come out. I would actually much prefer to see them deal up Frey. Jesse's old comic about Slayer of the Future was so good. There's so many interesting stories. You could tell that the universe not even necessarily as sequels. That is really would be a shame if they do this. And yet I want this. Funny that. Seems that you are on the other end of the diversity reboot perspective. Welcome to the dark side. I hope you understand where snares came from. With other examples of this in media now, you have to you have my support and agreement with you on this issue. Okay. See, I like that though. Near fear it can't be done. Buffy hit at a very different time in the culture. Aside from tremendous writing and acting, it was also unique in its voice about a girl that wanted to be normal, but was still charged with fighting evil. That's pretty much any anime, actually. The same words I say when I when the video game industry decide to include you in anything. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Simple as that. Maybe you need to tell them what to do also. You can try ruin another industry. Wait, I thought this would have been right up your alley. No, seriously, you've spoken about people of color needing more visibility, so I'm not sure what you're. I'm not sure why you'd be against this. You're just saying this because the Slayer is black. Wow, I actually agree with you. All right, I'm done with that. I love it. It is awesome. In case anyone does want to read it, I think it was July 20th. Let's see. Yeah, July 20th. You can go through, check it out, and it is just awesome. Oh, I swear. Anyway, that's just my joyous thing. I'm actually, I feel bad, but not so much. Anyway, guys, I'll see I didn't think that would be 20 minutes. Okay. Anyway, I'll see y'all next time. Yes, I'm gonna have to try and buy like a little notebook, make some bullet points. Please tell me where anything else you might want me to improve on. Like, comment, subscribe. Please share because like I said, I want to grow. Um, anything else? And if you do have a Twitter, well, never mind. You can always comment. I'm obviously going to be able to read it. On the odd chance I do get too big, you can always inbox me there, maybe. Anyway, I'll see you next time. I hope this was something enjoyable. I do have another bonus actually that I did want to save for the end, and that is I'm going to be doing exactly what Christy Winters said, and I am taking on the most robust feminist argument. And I'm going to go start with legal rights, then I'm going to go with society and how things that women the benefits women get from society and all that. So anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Y'all take care. Uh, and yeah, I just want to cover this just to help get something out so I can do more research and get that stuff done. I'll see y'all. Take care.